lane, but I don't remember the last time that I've seen this played. And it could be just because it's late and I'm getting delirious, but...
Right. I'm wondering, this is another one of those wacky, I don't know if that's the right word to use here, but surprising Beast Coast hero swaps, right? The logical or the natural thing here to do is to put Leshrac mid and the Darkseer off lane. They had a similar situation with their Underlord yesterday, and I think they had even another one today when they played the mid AA. That one worked, though. They seem to like to make these swaps, and I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is the driving force behind it. If it is that they think, okay, a very fast, high-level Darkseer here is insane. We get the wall illusion of Jugger. We want the levels in Vacuum together with Sven. We want maxed out Iron Shell, Aghanim Scepter, all this good stuff, which, honestly, I kind of see it more in this game than I did in the Underlord game yesterday, just because I think Leshrac core in mid in this game is going to have a hard time. Like, there's a lot of issues. The Lina lane is strong for Lina. You're playing against Jugger, which I think is one of the better carries against Lesh. Beastmaster Roy is annoying. Sand King also has a lot to do with Leshrac's downfall in a game like this. So, yeah, put it on a lower priority, make Darkseer really strong, and just play to make Sven's game godlike. They have so many good Iron Shell carriers. Just look at it.
They really do. And again, like we talked about, this is a very comfortable hero for Whisper. He's played Leshrac in the offlane, I can't tell you how many times over the years. So not too much of a hardship here to make that swap, you know, and be fun to watch this all unfold. Of course, Limp over on that Lina, excellent Lina player. Is going to be able to get a lot of these value clicks in over here on Chris Luck.
He did get the full first wave and a deny, though, on the Darkseer, so that's a great start for him. And in the meantime, Stinger managed to kill a board top. It might not sound like much, but those bad boys give 60 experience. S4 needs to be careful not to feed too many of these away. They are getting severely out-leveled up here. 60 experience is more than a melee creep gives. So if you kill a couple of these boars, you're going to easily find yourself being level 2 when the enemy team is level 3 in that lane. And yep, well, gonna have a little bit of a fight here.
I love when they make their own lanes like this. It's pretty pretty fun to watch. You have to be careful though, because Stinger's courier does die to Hanskin.
Did Hanskin just stun him mid shield crash there by chance? I think he did. Stinger was trying to shield crash to protect his courier with the move speed slow, and then he got stunned at the exact same time. All right.
Clearly not the exact same time.
Well, pretty much. Stinger gonna get level 2 here. There it is.
Courier.
That's as close as it's gonna get to exact same time. He barely took off from the ground. Oh, all right. I'll give it to you. It was a 1/10 of a second later, Moxie. You are correct. There was a little bit. Yeah.
But that will eventually sort itself out there with the creeps meeting back up in the traditional lane. Stinger trying his best to poke back at Hanskin. S4 continues to farm up over here in the lane, but Ector's off to a great start here, 11-3.
I feel like this could be the kind of lane where you would also go Lucky Shot on Pango. We've seen Fata do both on his 5 Pango. Some games he would go for the Swashbuckle, some games he would go for the Lucky Shot. Just because you're against two melee heroes and the boars, I think the proc on Lucky Shot could have been really good in this game. The disarm and armor reduction would have been nice, but anyway, he has more potential to kill the boars, I suppose, with the Swashbuckle. And Hector is getting awesome farm up here. Like,
yes.
No complaining for him, that's for sure. He's got 17 CS now, minute 2 through 30. S4 sitting on only 8.
That concerns me. If you're an Alliance fan, you want to make sure that you're shutting down Ector, because this is a guy that will power farm until the cows come home. I've seen Ector have a terrible time in lane, but then Beast Coast, you know, the support's making enough space that he just catches up. And if he's already in the lead, and with this move too, here. This is a little bit scary. I'm not sure. Yes, they will. Stinger will be able to get the first blood. And Hanskin, only with boots, is not going to be able to come forward towards this wave.
They're crushing this top lane. They even got the pull off here as well. So they're going to deny some of the creeps, and they're going to get the big creep there, the yellow Hellbear, and they're going to deny the reach creep here. Yep. So huge advantage. You see S4 just barely cracking level 3 now with Hector level 4 and Stinger also level 3. So a full level advantage top lane currently sitting there for Beast Coast. The good news is, of course, Lina doing well mid against Darkseer, as he should, but honestly, Chris Luck is kind of holding his own. He's only behind by 100 gold. That's better than I would have expected out of Darkseer against Lina. So pretty good.
Well, he's going to miss out on some of these creeps, though, because he is forced to walk all the way back home. He's just sitting too low, can't afford to be standing in that lane should Lina be able to connect a nice Dragon Slave. Or, of course, just the range she has is very, very good.
And this means Limp gets double water, which is, of course, really powerful here. Also, just going to be annoying and instantly stun Chris Luck when he comes in. Throw out a little bit of extra harass there. And
you might as well.
Secondary water in. But in the meantime, so this is what Darkseer does really well on level 5, right? He just pushes the wave so fast, and now he can go and farm small camp if he wants. He's actually trying for the kill here with a vacuum.
Ooh,
it's gonna
the
work.
vacuum play. Fairy Fire Water Rune. He's going to try. Oh, Limp! Living with 8 hit points.
Yikes. He had a Fairy Fire. Made all the difference there. Such a close attempt. Yeah, he had one too on the Darkseer, actually. Got caught off guard. Damn, that was so close. I don't blame him at all going for that attempt. That was such a good try from Chris. If you get that kill on Darkseer against Lina, you're over the moon that you just won that lane. And this is so close. Awesome vacuum.
So incredible.
Fairy Fire. He uses the Surge here. Takes the target. If he Fairy Fires here, I don't think he dies to that Dragon Slave. He actually gets the kill. It's a level 3 Dragon Slave, and he's
we went down to 4 hit points, Cinder. 4. We're having a game of very close calls here, for sure. Like top lane we saw earlier with the Courier, and then now in this mid lane. These guys are hungry. They're so ready to play and make them really fight for this. You love to see it.
Darkseer is gonna... Now he's level 5 against almost level 7 on Limp because of this 1v1 kill. And these tables could have been turned, and he would have been, you know, just pushing out. Like, regardless, Darkseer's job in this lane is to just push it out and go farm. But, all right, they found FNG. Nice and easy.
It looked like that Impale was a little bit off to the side there. But it didn't matter at the end of the day. The kill has been secured.
Yeah. This is a wonderful thing that Darkseer can offer his teammates. Just goes up and shells Stinger, and he can farm camps on this position 5. He's basically... He's farming for Chris Luck right now in a totally different lane on the map. Needs to, of course, be a little bit careful. He doesn't take too much away from Hector, but this is a good move mid.
Ooh, Laguna coming out. This is going to be a dead Chris Luck again as Stinger makes his own rotation, though. We'll be able to get a revenge kill over onto Hanskin. Does buy out, though, gets those boots, and Stinger is going to end up falling here, too. So Limp is just looking so good right now.
Surprised he chose to fight there in Pango. I think he could have found a way out of that situation, potentially by playing the tree line and using Shield Crest to Duke, but was hoping for a lucky disarm, I guess. And didn't get it.
Limp making his way down bottom. Sees Whisper. They'll get the spin off, and this kill belongs to Nico, baby. Schofield now forced to run away. Again, they have a haste rune over here on Limp. Love to be able to land a stun. They've already used the Spike Carapace. They've got a slow. LSA not quite connecting. Schofield trying to break those ankles as per usual. It's going to keep circling around. Sees a Courier. Doesn't manage to get the last hit off, though. This is definitely going to end up in a dead Schofield. But in true Schofield fashion, it is going to take them a lot.
He's going to live.
Oh, my God. He is going to actually live.
Salve and... Fairy Fire expended and TP. I mean, yeah, he survives, but that was an expensive survival, right? That cost him a grand total of 280 gold, right? It was a Fairy, a Salve, and a TP. And he has to walk all the way back to bottom. It's like debatable how much that was actually even worth it. But if nothing else, he bought a lot of time, like you said, and Whisper comes back down and finds an easy kill now on FNG. And he might get Nico Baby too here.
Nico Baby, they'll take out that healing ward. He's gonna try to spin
with the stick. All right, he's going to be okay, but getting bullied out of the lane here on the Jugger. Man, Sven has 70 CS against Jugger's 37. Like, that is really bad news. Like T pointed out on the panel, this is already usually a really good Sven matchup.
That's good. He's going to burrow up to the high ground, but...
No.
Ooh, all right. He's got that movement speed here. He's going to be able to run away. As Limp starts making his way towards this jungle. But yeah, I mean, this is, you know, just the nature of the heroes, right? The fact that Sven does have a cleave. It is Ektor, too, who's very, very efficient. But also, you know, Nico Baby, he's playing Juggernaut. He doesn't have the same capacity to be able to just take off with the farm without some sort of steroid or without a Battle Fury.
But at the same time, it's also about the lane itself, right? Like the top lane just is really good for Pango Sven, whereas the bottom lane for Jugger Treant, I think, is so-so against Nyx Lesh. Leshrac is a very strong laner against Treant, because the way Treant usually dominates lanes is by running through the tree line and clubbing people. And you just pop Edict and fight back, and you're just stronger, right? Like, Treant can't handle that amount of damage. If he gets caught in any Nyx stun, he can die. See the spin there, just popping the stick charges in fog to barely get the spin off.
Oh, I heard a Laguna Blade, and I see a dead Hector, so...
Hector was farming the jungle, and Limp came up with Invis, so that was a very, very easy kill, and Limp continues his reign of terror on the map. Kind of crazy how he's 3-0-2 on the Lina and still not top net worth, now finally overtakes the Sven, but that kind of tells the story here.
It's very close.
FNG again fighting the Dust bottom against Lesh. Like, every time he gets caught by an Impale, he's just dead. It's really tough for Trian to play this game.
So right now, I mean, how likely is that Limp can just strap... Oh, they're going for the Rolling Thunder over on S4. Just gonna be a little bit annoying here. Looks like they're not too interested in engaging. They just want Hector to be able to hit his creeps.
I defend the tower and clean up the Helm of the Dominator creep. Not bad.
Boom.
What a highlight. He hit the Laguna Blade. He
hit those buttons so good, though. He could have
clicked the creep. You never know. But didn't mess it up.
That would have been very
Bottom tower taking a lot of damage here. Obviously, keep in mind Living Armor doesn't really help against Leshrac anymore.
That's true.
Being pure damage, this bonus armor from Living Armor does nothing against Leshrac's Edict. So, especially on the tier 1 towers, Leshrac just tears them down. Look at him bullying Nico Baby really hard here. Just not giving him any space, and he's going to go straight back and finish off where he started. There's no glyph for Alliance. This tower is gone. And at the same time, can Alliance do the same thing top, right? Like, we've been talking about this for a long time in Dota now, the importance of getting the safe lane tower and protecting your own if possible. Pango could potentially just get to top and defend, but he TP'd bottom. Very interesting choice. I kind of don't like this. I think he could have just held this top lane for very long. What was the benefit of coming down here? He's stacking one Ancient Camp. Actually, he's not, because FNG is messing with him and then TPing out. Nope, not getting that off.
Whisper's Courier, in the meanwhile, does go down. But I like the way that they're placing this vision coming out from beastcoast. The same thing coming out actually from the side of Alliance. They know that Hector wants to farm. They've got some really nice aggressive wards, keeping tabs on everything over here. So you've got your triangle covered, you've got some of the camps in the walkway going over into the dire jungle. But then also, you know that Nico Baby is also going to have to farm, and they've placed some very aggressive wards over on the side as well. So pretty interesting stuff. Interesting the way that they're both kind of mirroring play in some senses. And immediately you can see FNG just realizing, I feel like they're getting too much information. And the same thing over on the side of beastcoast, so. Whisper could be, maybe, I don't even know if he's in trouble here. He's in the middle of the creep wave, just pops Edict. He has enough gold for a mechanism now. He's going to go in. No.
Okay, Hanskin's coming. Yeah,
they go and they hold him into place. Hanskin's going to follow up with the Burrow Strike, Sandstorm.
He didn't buy his mech. He's going to get the gold trade while dead, though, so it's not a major loss by any means. But yeah, 2,000 gold lead for Sven over Jugger is not a good look. It's just... I understand that Sven will usually pull ahead, especially in this patch, but covering this ground is going to be difficult. Hector just going to show up and kill the Dom creep again, killing the boars.
Get the roar used.
Roar too.
All right. Stinger take down another boar. Seeing the...
Killing the Dom creep and 2 boars is... I mean, it's not the same as killing a hero, but it's probably half a hero kill, to be honest. So it's not that bad, and they're just mitigating pressure, right? They're not letting S4 dominate the way he wants to. Still surprised they gave him the free tier 1 tower that I think they could have held, but they're like, okay, the fun ends here. We're not gonna give you anything more.
FNG is a full-on transplant over here. He's just been hiding over on the triangle side, trying to mess. They do manage to get the ward taken out.
Almost saw him there. It's just farming, though.
Classic Hector.
FNG leeching experience. I don't know if Hector is realizing this. Well, FNG's going to TP out now anyway. He's going to go to bot and start defending here. Going for the max living armor build. Like we talked about, maybe not the best this game against Leshrac, but it's possible they want the armor regardless against all the physical damage from Jugger.
Ooh, immediately landing the stun. They turn around. Can they burn down Limp fast enough? He's pretty fast. No, but that's going to be the Omni Slash coming out. And a lot of it goes into the creep wave here. Nico Baby still has the spin available if necessary. This is going to get poked at here by Schofield and Whisper. Whisper having to be careful, dodging into the tree line. I don't think they want to. They end up missing, but Stinger rolling on through. Whisper will get the kill right before the tower takes him out.
That feels so bad for Alliance if you get a replay of that. They TP in the Lina looking for the kill on Lesh, and he TPs in literally on top of a Nyx, and they immediately get the turnaround play. Leshrac gets all of his damage out, and yeah, he dies in the end, but look at how much he accomplished there. They forced a 3-hero rotation, and he dies to the tower. Nobody even got the experience for this kill, so see the Lina traveling in here. They use the glyph, instantly gets stunned by Leshrac, and then comes the chain stun from Nyx. Nicely done, hitting the Jugger as well in that double there, Schofield. And now Omnislash is going to jump on the creep in the end. Whisper creates the distance, and yeah, this could have even been better for them. They missed both stuns in the end on Nico, so he did die to the tower and Lesh, but what a major win for them regardless. Definitely. Keep in mind, while all of this is happening, we've got the farming machine Sven just furthering the gap. Now he's 2.5k ahead of Jugger. It's not getting easier.
I mean, the most harassed that we've seen over onto Ektor at this point has been, you know, FNG just standing nearby trying to lead some experience. Trying to, you know, just slow down his farming by placing wards, but they're keen to this. They understand what's going on. As again, we're seeing S4 here. They've already got the living armor on him because they expect something is about to happen.
Nice.
Doesn't quite land that impale. S4 juking around again. Limp coming in hot here. We'll turn back around. Nice stomp, but they do have some really nice carriers here for that Ion Shell. The Overgrowth coming through. Hanskin following up. They've got the Laguna. They're going to drag right back, but Hanskin, he falls. They drop the wall as well as the roll-up coming in hot as they'll be able to take down Limp and are hunting for S4. They've got the damage. It's the wrong turn, unfortunately, for him. And Ektor does spot out FNG here. I don't think he's going... Is he going to try to go for this? I'm not sure he's quite fast enough.
Alliance didn't realize there that Nyx got the Carapace off. That's another good replay moment, actually. They get a really good...
Ektor? Ektor, he's actually chasing him all the way for this.
I don't think this is going to work.
No.
So, well, it sends a message, right? So keep an eye out. Look at this play. Look at the Nyx, right? So he misses the stun, which is obviously a bad setup for this fight, and it makes Lina come in. But check out this. This looks like a very good 2-hero stun from the Sand King, but Nyx gets off Carapace in time here during the Overgrowth. He popped it already, and I think Limp didn't hear it because it was at the same time as the Overgrowth sound, and he didn't see the spikes on Nyx's back. So he throws Laguna into nothing, gets stunned, and then the chain follow-up stuns from Beast Coast just make this really easy. Basically, the Spike Carapace making that entire play possible. If you hadn't popped that before you got Sand King stunned, they would have lost the fight. That's how much the Carapace can do sometimes. A really, really big moment from Schofield there.
It's about the little things and the big impacts.
Absolutely. And that's what's so scary about Nyx as a hero in general, right? It's that to me is the hero's best spell, actually. But he has so much good stuff in the kit, right? You have the other stun, you have the mana burn against int heroes in particular. Vendetta's a great scouting tool. This hero is just an overall good package. He's been nerfed a little bit, but still very strong. And the right game Spike Carapace can just be game deciding. That was a great fight for it.
Definitely decided that last fight. And we now have a new pickup here for the Darkseer. Chris Luck has himself an Aghanim Scepter.
So now he's going to be giving Ion Shells to his allies that give plus 300 health and last 20 seconds longer in addition to having 2 charges. So going to be seeing this on both Schofield and Stinger a lot of the time. This is probably a very dead Treant. I'm
thinking it's looking that way too. We'll roll around, they'll get the vacuum. He's going to try to put out some damage though before he dies.
Did I say Treant? That's a Sand King.
That's a Sand King. The Treant was off to the side. He was standing. It was funny because you had the Nyx Assassin standing right next to the Treant and the Sentry Ward. But
yeah, I'm used to... I saw Hanskin, I guess, and like subconsciously just thought Treant, because in this team both Hanskin and FNG play the Treant, but I guess lately it's been more FNG.
It's okay, Sidran. We're both slowly descending into madness at this point.
I'm getting old. I'll admit it.
I didn't say you're getting old. I just said we're getting tired.
I'm getting old.
I'm older than you, dude.
Yeah. We're both getting old.
Speak for yourself, man.
As long as I don't ask your age, it's okay, right?
It's fine. I'm 8,000 years old. I'm an old bog witch. We've been over this.
Me too.
Excellent. We'll have to talk about our favorite bogs sometime. But the Roche is, of course, going down very, very quickly. That's going to be an Aegis for Ektor. And Alliance is going to have to just back off here.
Yep. Huge advantage for Beast Coast in this game. They are extremely far ahead by all metrics. Their carry is far ahead. They're keeping it even between the enemy mid and their own offlane. And in terms of overall impact, I just feel like there's a relatively large discrepancy between how much value you're going to get out of a support Treant and what you're going to get out of support Pango or Nyx in this kind of game. With equal net worth, that is why Pango is a first pick right now. This hero is just incredible. And, yep, he has been bringing it. Good stun,
Hello,
good
Nico.
chain.
And the chain is very, very important. Nico Baby, though, is going to be able to spin out. And they don't have any way to cancel this TP, but it looks like they'll be able to cancel Hanskin here.
He saved Nico Baby's life, though. He has to stun the Leshrac there, or the stun chain. completes. So good play from Hanskin. It's better that he dies than his Jugger. And Nico Baby.
Oh, look at this FNG. Like ships passing in the night over here. Whisper got very, very close.
You have to be like a tree.
Literally is a tree.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Nice burn.
Get some more of those neutral items coming out now. You get the Fey Grenade. And of course, Bullwhip. I enjoy the Bullwhip item quite a bit. I think it's fun in my pubs. I like to just make the sound as I go. Do you make any fun sounds when you play Dota? Like Fog always sings like cash money and things like that. Do you ever do stuff like that?
Have you met me?
I have met you. You're very surprising at times, so that's why I'm not counting anything out.
Everybody thinks I have one mode. So don't tell them my secrets, that I have emotions. I've been keeping up a facade for many years.
I know, I saw that clip with you and FP. That definitely was a dead-eyed stare.
Trust me, guys, I feel nothing. Don't believe the witch.
And FNG feels quite a bit here as he gets sliced in half by Hector, and they're going to just chase down this Granite Golem. Not quite enough damage, though. He is incredibly tanky.
Wait, what was it you called yourself? It wasn't a witch, it was a bog?
Bog witch.
Oh, it was witch. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, you had the right thing.
Before I farm D-colons in chat, I might as well, you know, cover my bases. She said it herself, chat. Wasn't my words.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I fully...
Sand King getting out. Dagger is ready for Stinger.
Ooh,
and he finds him again. Oh.
He's just going to keep rolling in circles, keep bonking him off to the side, and Schofield will show up. They don't even let Hector get the kill.
Nice play from Stinger. That's very good usage of the ult. Yeah, it's just all Beast Coast, right? What's the last time in this game Alliance had a good moment? They came off to a good start in lanes. Limp was 3-0. There are very few green dots on this line, and the ones there are generally destroying a ward or a tower, not really winning a fight. So the last time Alliance had a good fight was 2013. No.
Oof. I'm looking forward to some tweets coming up for that one.
Come on.
No, but, you know, Limp was looking so incredibly good at the start, and this is looking pretty good now. We get the Laguna Blade off over onto Chris Luck, and they'll do a hit and run back off a little bit, maybe continue forcing here. Hanskin trying to just make some space.
He needs to get the hell out of there.
He does, and I don't think he can.
Sit here against Leshrac as Sand King. He needs to stun.
Yeah.
Okay. Waited a little bit too long. It is awkward. You kind of have to, you know, time it correctly and get out at the right time, and did not work that time around. Did get finished off. Schofield has...
Oh, his courier gets taken out.
I don't think he meant to attack there. Oh, he's like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Getting out of there.
But Hector's just in their base, and he's just taking buildings by himself. He's cutting down trees. He's taking on the life of a lumberjack. But...
how did he... There must have been a full edict, too. There's no way Alliance let that happen, right? That was definitely an edict involved in that as well. So, wow, they managed to somehow find a tier 3 there. That is very surprising. Alliance did have resources available to TP down there. I think Jugger could have ported earlier on, possibly, but might not have realized it until it was too late.
It's a really weird game for me right now because I'm not seeing a whole lot of cohesion from either side, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you can see Whisper is just leaving.
See, actually, he gets to solo this tower while sitting in Nature's Grasp.
All right.
And then he even got Overgrowth, but that was after he took the tower. So, oof. Yeah, that is not good.
Not great if you're an Alliance fan right now, but do you have a smoke here over on their side? It's the Treant and the Sand King. They're going to follow up behind S4, who does have Roar. He does have the Blink Dagger. But Beast Coast, the way they're playing, is very tight for the most part, with 3 moving over towards this tier 2. That is the Aegis, though, that did just get reclaimed, so that does buy them a little bit more time on the side of Alliance, as Nico Baby's still trying to just get as much farm as possible. It's tough, though. Oh, as he goes...
So he's going to get out this time, but this is one of the added benefits of Nyx, I would say, especially in the way teams play right now. The natural thing a lot of carries do when they're behind is that they swap triangles, and Nyx can just find you there at any point. Oh, they get
and Hector has found himself a limp, but they do get the Overgrowth off.
They stack Overgrowth and Roar, though. They use all their cooldowns, so now
Hanskin is left all alone.
Yep, he is dead. This could be a mid-tier, too. Like, you don't really have much in the way of defense anymore. You popped so many different spells already. No Roar, no Overgrowth,
no,
and
that's
no
a dead
Beastmaster in general.
And that's also a dead...
no Dom creep.
Double-dominated creep.
Golem, get you gone.
Here comes the creep wave, and they are ready to put the pressure down on this tier 2.
Who has worse posture, the Granite Golem or Darkseer?
I mean, Darkseer is really old, dude. Like, it's kind of rude of you to mention that.
We have already established that age is just a number. Oh, here we go.
There
nice
it is. Oh, what a
combo.
combination coming out from the side of Beast Coast. Nico Baby trying to make this play. They've got the epicenter over on Hanskin. They just don't have enough damage, though, now, as he's just going to get chopped down. There are 4 dead on the side of Alliance. They've got buyback on Limp. They've got buyback over on Hanskin, but Beast Coast just marching right on into this building here. Nico Baby needs to be a little careful. They'll take down the healing ward.
He does have enough mana for spin TP here with a stick, so he should get out, but wonderful vacuum combo there. They have so many good combinations with vacuum. They have vacuum Sven stun, vacuum Nick stun, vacuum Lesh stun, and even vacuum Swashbuckle isn't too bad either.
Oh, boy. Nico Baby does not have mana. He's just running around in circles with Schofield, just poke, poke, poke all over here. He's just trying to farm up some creeps on his way out because this is not looking super great as their buildings are just getting decimated. There it is. There's the spin. There's the TP. But the damage is done. Limp gonna be up in about a second. And it looks like Beast Coast, they respect it. They respect this Lina. They respect Limp. They're saying, let's back up.
Pay attention to this vacuum coming in right here. So Schofield runs in the front, gets the Carapace off on Lina. And here's the vacuum. Chris Luck coming in. Vacuum into Lesh stun. Really nice. And Svensson, they even stacked it. It wasn't even completely clean, but still more than enough. Overgrowth.
Overgrowth. Stormhammer getting tossed out over onto FNG, and they'll find themselves not just FNG, but S4 as well. Hanskin trying to run away. They just have too much damage. He can't get away fast enough. Limp with the BKB already popped. He's just got to back off as Beast Coast again waltzing into their base and just start breaking down their buildings.
It's funny how skeptical Hector looks right now. Like earlier today in close games when he's
focused,
barely pulling something off, he was just all smiles. Now he's like full on serious mode. This is the look of a man who lost a game that he didn't, that he shouldn't have lost.